Hi everyone, happy Wednesday night. Thank you for tuning in and joining me for a awesome, relaxing yoga class. We could definitely use some more peace and happiness, especially during these crazy times. And we can use this social media to at least stay connected. So I'm in my favorite yoga studio. This is like my second home to me, and I usually teach here at Ultimate, of course, a few times a week. So yeah, let's get started with our meditation practice today and our deep stretches. If you have a candle, feel free to light that up, light a couple candles. You can also turn the lights off at home. Just get nice and cozy. We're not going to need any props, just your mat and you, your beautiful energy and your smile. Make sure you brought that along. I've got my rock solid lamp and my diffuser going on. If you have a diffuser at home, I definitely encourage you to turn it on right now. I'm using eucalyptus, but I also recommend lavender. There's a bunch of other goodies, or just disregard the whole thing. However you want to practice tonight. What a time to be alive. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in a cross-legged seated position. And just allow yourself to relax, kind of tune out whatever's going on outside of your world right now, and just allow yourself to close your eyes. So let's make sure we are seated cross-legged. You can sit on a block or a pillow at home if that's more comfortable. And just place your hands on your knees, sitting up nice and tall, grounding through the sit bones, but pulling up through the crown of your head. And just close your eyes for a moment. Feel safe, feel happy that you're here, that you can still move and breathe, and we're still healthy. With the eyes closed, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Loud sigh out the mouth. A good sigh is just priceless. Let's do a couple more like that. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Emptying out the body, just letting go before we start to invite all that new energy in. And let's take one more good one here. Deep breath in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Just noticing the rhythm of the breath. You can place your left hand over your heart, right hand over your stomach, and just notice the rise and fall for a moment of each inhale and exhale, tuning into these conscious breaths. Really appreciating each breath, each moment. Inviting in love and light with the inhale, letting it fill up any darkness within you. And taking nice long exhales out of the nose. Letting go. Finding peace. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then blink the eyes open. Let's inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Look up, opening up the throat. Connect the palms. And exhale, hands down the center. Two more like that. Inhale, reaching up. Looking up, really reach up. Connect the palms. And exhale, hands in front of the heart. One more here. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, find your center. This is all about moving and connecting the movement with the breath, finding that mind, body, and soul connection. Let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. And this time, drop your left hand beside you and reach that right arm over for a nice side bend here. You can maybe drop down to your left forearm. And really reach that right arm over, palm facing down. Open up that right shoulder so that your chest is pointing up towards the ceiling. Let's take 2 breaths here. One more breath, really reach over, opening up the chest. And take it back to center. And we'll switch sides. Right hand down by our side. Take a deep breath in and reach that left arm up and over. Palm facing down. You can drop down onto your forearm if you'd like a little more. And just pull that left shoulder back, opening up the chest. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And let's come back to center. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left knee. Look over the left shoulder for a little spinal twist here. So think of sitting up nice and tall with the inhale and twisting a little deeper with the exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, twist. 1 more breath. And take it back to center and switch sides. Right hand behind you, left hand to that right knee. Looking over the right shoulder this time. And again, take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. And with the exhale, think of twisting a little deeper. 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, twist. 1 more. And let's come back to center. Take the heels together for Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. And bring the heels as close to your pubic area as you can. Don't worry about how far your knees can go down. This isn't a race or a competition or anything like that. Just be happy that you're here on the mat with your body and your breath. It's really all that matters. We get to live another beautiful day regardless of what's going on around us. We can always create that happiness, joy, and peace within us. It starts right here in Baddha Konasana, so make sure you hold on to your toes and just sit up nice and tall for a moment. Take a couple breaths here. And you can close your eyes and just tune in to the sensation that you feel in your hips. Beautiful. Place your left hand beside you again, and we're going to use our right hand to press that right knee down towards the mat, but be conscious of your left knee. Don't let it pull up. And just breathe here for a moment, opening up the hips a little bit more. And you can let your left ear drop to your left shoulder. You can look up. You can find some movement in the neck here if that feels good. You can always play. Find some variations that work for you. Let's take 1 more breath here. And then switch to the other side. Right hand down and gently just pressing that left knee down towards the mat. We're being really gentle and kind on ourselves. But also challenge yourself. Listen to your body first, but challenge yourself. So making sure that that right knee is still pressing down, pressing away from you, and I'm just going to find some small movements in the neck. We're really still just warming up. Take 1 more deep breath. And come back to center. Let's add a forward fold here. So take a deep breath in, find length in the spine, and on the exhale, walk the fingers out. I'm gonna move my candle. Walk the fingers out and just fold as much as you can here. It doesn't matter how low you go. It doesn't matter how deep in the posture you can go. What matters is that you don't give up and that you believe in yourself and don't limit yourself. So keep reaching, fold as much as you can. One day you'll be able to drop your forehead down towards the floor and smell your toes. If you can, put your big toe up in your nose, take a picture of it, right? But again, it doesn't matter. Just find that deep fold as much as you can here, opening up the hips, releasing the back, and breathe. Take 2 more quality breaths here. Really filling up the entire lungs with sweet air, sweet oxygen. Prana, life-giving energy. 1 more breath. And on the exhale, slowly walk the fingers back to center. You can place your hands behind you and just kind of windshield wiper the legs. Just kind of let them come side to side. Feels really good. And then you can sit back. We're going to straighten our legs out on the mat and come into a seated forward fold. So flex the feet back towards your face. Sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, start to walk those fingertips forward, folding as much as you can here. And you can let the feet open up a little bit. We're just relaxing and easing in here. Breathe into the back of the legs and lead with your chest. So think of, instead of rounding the spine, creating more distance, we want to create more closeness, or we want to get closer to our feet. So keep leading with your chest. as you reach those fingers forward. And just breathe here, drop the head, neck, and shoulders, and keep reaching. Every other breath, keep reaching forward. Don't just reach for your heels, reach past your heels. Breathe, releasing the legs. Keep inching farther forward. Let's take 3 more quality breaths here. This beautiful community that we have built together. One last breath, reach a little farther forward. And take it back to center. Let's open up the legs now. Just a little wider than the mat. Find a comfortable width for you. We don't want to go crazy wide, just a little wider than the mat. And we're going to bring our right foot in towards our left thigh and square the body over that left foot, hands on either side of that left foot. And we're going to fold over this way. So take a deep breath in, find that length in the spine, and then on the exhale, fold forward. You can keep your fingertips on the mat. If you'd like to, you can interlace your fingertips behind your heel, or you can place your hands, wherever you can fold here, just stay right there. And again, think of leading with the chest, and visualize one day your forehead resting on your knee. Sometimes the goals in yoga can seem a little exaggerated, but realize that the only limit is really in your mind. It's all about how much dedication and time and consistent effort you are willing to put in towards your body. But each inhale is giving you that space. Each exhale is progress. So stay focused here. Keep folding over. Breathe behind that left leg. Visualize sending your breath there. We can really heal ourselves with our mind and our breath. We've got 3 more breaths. Keep inching those fingers farther forward, bringing your chest farther forward, laying your stomach over your thigh as much as you can. Keep reaching. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly return your hands back to center. Let's go ahead and switch sides, opening up the right leg and bringing the left heel on the inside of the right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, squaring the body over that right leg, hands on either side of the foot. Take a deep breath in, and when you're ready, fold forward over that right leg. Remember, laying the stomach over the thigh, leading with your chest. Keep reaching the fingers as far as you can, dropping the head, neck, and shoulders, and visualize your forehead one day reaching your knee. Doesn't mean it has to. We're just giving your body an intention of where we want it to go. And I invite you to set an intention, not just for this practice, but for this entire day, this entire quarantine. Set an intention to make it a productive quarantine. Take this time to really take care of your body, mind, and spirit. Start journaling, write, draw, get all of your creative juices really flowing. Don't just binge watch TV. Don't waste your own time. Really take advantage of this weird time in history right now where we have a lot of free time to work on our goals and dreams. Take another deep breath and keep reaching those fingers farther forward. We've got 2 more breaths here. And you can flex the heel if you want a little bit more. And visualize sending the breath to that right hamstring. Take another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And walk the hands back to center. Let's come into a wide-legged forward fold now. So both legs open, both feet flexed. And it doesn't matter how far you can fold here, just try your best. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine. And on the exhale, keep walking those fingers farther forward. And think of laying your stomach between the hips here, You want to become one day a yoga pancake, very important. Think about what flavor pancake you'd be. I'd definitely be like double chocolate fudge or something. But really, in all seriousness, keep walking the fingertips farther forward. Maybe you could drop down to your forearms. Maybe that's your next goal. If you can already drop to your forearms, keep pushing yourself farther. Keep reaching those fingers farther forward. Visualizing one day will be a flat yoga pancake, chin and chest and stomach on the floor. Feel what you feel here. Keep reaching farther forward. We're going to be here for 5 more breaths, so don't worry about when it's going to end. Try to stay in the moment and give it your all with each breath. Focus on each exhale, making it slower and longer than the last. Keep reaching farther forward, or if you're all the way up here, try to bring those elbows, those forearms down towards the mat. Let's take 2 more quality breaths. Everything in and out of the nose. You can close your eyes and notice how you feel. One last deep breath in. Deep breath out. And let's come back to center. You can take your hands behind you and bend the knees and just windshield wiper the legs again. We're going to be doing a few more hip openers. And we're going to start here with deer pose. So I'm starting on my left leg, but we'll end up switching. So my left leg is forward, my right knee pulls back. We want to find about 2 90-degree angles. So just look at the front leg and make sure it's as parallel to the front of the mat as your body allows. And then press that right knee back and make sure that that leg is roughly about 90 degrees. You can bring the heel farther in. Just find what works for you here. Just take a moment here, both of your hands in front of that left leg. Notice how your hips are feeling. Might be feeling some sensation on the outside of our left hip or maybe on the inner thighs. That's okay. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, find that length in the spine, and then the exhale, we are walking the fingers forward, folding over our front leg, whichever leg you have in front. You can drop down to your forearms. You can open the elbows wide and maybe let your forehead rest on the floor or on your hands. You can reach the hands forward. Wherever you feel the most comfortable, adjust the back leg if you need to, but try to really keep that knee further back. And we're just going to breathe here. We're going to be here for about a minute or so we can really get deep into our joints, into the fascia, the muscles surrounding our joints, just really getting that deep stretch in. So just allow your head to rest. Close your eyes. Visualize sending the breath to that left hip. And just breathe. Focus on that breath. If your mind starts to wander, it's completely natural. Just come back to your breath. We have a lot of time for self-reflection. So hold on to that clear image of the best version of yourself, your goal. What do you want to look like? Where do you want to go? What do you want to feel like? Just visualize yourself already there. Visualize what that would feel like for you. And breathe. Usually in my Yin Wednesday night classes, I have some really relaxing music playing. I can't today because I'm using my phone, so please at home, play some positive vibrations or just some nice calming water, rainforest sounds, anything like that, so that we can allow this silence to be filled with more positive, positive tunes to help us relax here. See if you can reach the fingers farther forward, laying your chest a little more over that front leg. And let's take 3 more quality breaths. Slow, deep breaths. Not racing through it, not fighting through it, just giving in. One more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly walk the hands back to center. We're gonna wrap this back leg, in my case the right knee, all the way around, crossing it over the front leg as much as you can. We're coming onto that edge of the left foot here, of the right leg. Grab the heels, bring them an equal distance towards your body, and really try to cross the legs as much as you can. It's gonna look different on everybody, and that's okay. Just honor exactly where you are. You're perfect exactly as you are already. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine, and we're gonna fold here. Walking those hands farther forward, and you can round your spine a bit. You'll really feel it in those hips here. We're not gonna be here for too long, but just visualize your chin one day resting in front of the knee. Maybe try to bring your forearms closer towards the floor. Even if you're up here, I want you to focus on folding so that you can feel it on the outside of that right hip, so you can feel it maybe on the left hip as well. We tend to hold a lot of tension in our hips, so focus on releasing here. Focus on forgiving, letting go. Not holding on to any judgment, fear, anxiety, regrets. Just inviting in that peace, love, and happiness with the inhale. And letting go with the exhales. Fold a little farther forward. Let's take 5 more breaths. Life happens moment by moment, breath by breath. Can't go back into the past, can't really worry about the future, because at the end of the day, nothing really goes as planned. We just have to live in each moment. So stay right here, appreciate this one, take 2 more breaths. And on your next exhale, start to walk the hands back. Coming back to center. We'll straighten both of the legs here, and you can kind of windshield wiper them side to side. You can pat them down, whatever feels good. And we're going to tune into our seated forward fold one more time here, just to notice the space that we've created in our hips now. So take a deep breath in, find length. Exhale, fold forward. And I'm going to keep my feet flexed this time, but you can allow them to open up. Never try to keep them flexed here so I can really feel it in my hamstrings. Keep reaching past the heels. Keep leading with your chest. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last inhale. Last exhale here. And come back to center. We'll take deer pose on the other side. So my left leg is going to come back this time, and my right leg is going to be parallel to the front of the mat as much as possible. So I'm looking for 2 90-degree angles roughly, but adjust as needed so that it feels right in your body. And if you have the left leg in front, that's fine. Wherever you switched, that's cool. As long as we can balance out the other side. So right leg parallel, left leg back, hands in front of that right knee, front leg in this case. Take a deep breath in, find length in the spine, notice how you feel. We usually have one side a little tighter than the other. Maybe this is your side, that's okay. Take another deep breath in, and when you're ready, fold forward. Maybe dropping down to the forearms. Again, you can drop down and take your forehead onto the mat. You can keep reaching forward, wherever you feel the most comfortable. We're going to be here for about a minute or so. So just smile, tell yourself something loving, remind yourself you can do this, that you need it. Sending the breath to the outside of that right hip, to our inner thighs. And just finding some release. If you try to muscle or force through it, you're really doing yourself an injustice there. We want to try to relax the body so that we can tune into the parasympathetic nervous system. So the sympathetic nervous system is that fight or flight, which most of us are on, especially watching all these news and all these posts, coming up online about what's going on right now. So instead of being in that fight or flight, what are we going to do next? Lots of anxiety. We're instead tuning into the parasympathetic nervous system, where we get to chill and relax, and a lot of the healing that our body needs can happen. But it all depends on your breath here. Those slow, deep inhales and exhales. Not fighting with your body, but instead just finding some space. See if you can get a little deeper in this pose. Breathe a little deeper. If this is your tighter side, I encourage you to stay a couple more breaths than we are. Let's take 3 more quality breaths here. Feeling the chest expand against the leg. 1 more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly return to center. Take your time with all of these transitions. And now let's take that left leg and wrap it all the way around our right knee here, coming onto the edge of that foot. And just really twist as much as you can, cross the knees as much as you can. Take the heels an equal distance from you. Notice how you feel, compare one side to the other. It's always fun, you get to learn a lot about your body in this yoga practice. And get ready to fold forward. Take that deep breath in, find length in the spine, and exhale, walk the fingers forward. Fold as much as you can here. Visualize the chin coming in front of the knee. Notice how one side feels compared to the other. And just breathe. You can round your back slightly here. This is all just temporary sensations that we feel. So even if you feel a little uncomfortable in this stretch, know that that is progress. You are creating that length. It is temporary. Take 2 more breaths. One last deep breath in, deep breath out, and walk the hands back to center. Go ahead and straighten the legs here, maybe windshield wiper them again. And we're gonna go ahead and lie on our backs. I'm gonna turn my mat so that you can see me a little better. But go ahead and lie on your back. Okay. So we're going to lie on our backs, keep the knees bent for a moment. Just notice how you feel here in this neutral spine position. And I recommend practicing yoga first thing in the morning or maybe right before you sleep. Just find some time to stretch, especially if you're training hard, even at home. It's very important to stretch out any tight muscles. So when you're ready, wrap both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees, maybe grabbing the forearms or the elbows, and bring your forehead to touch the knees. Cradle yourself into a lovely little ball as much as you can, maybe rolling a little side to side. Feels so good. Drop your head back down, but keep hugging the knees in towards the chest a little deeper. And then when you're ready, drop the heels back down onto the mat. We're going to come into reclined pigeon. So we'll take our right ankle over the left knee. Make sure that you can still dangle that heel or make a circle with your heel so that the leg is dangling off our knee. So right ankle over that left knee, hug both knees in. We're going to take our right hand in this space between the legs here to grab either behind our left thigh or grab the left knee. So your choice. You can either grab the knee or grab behind on the thigh. Just make sure you let your head rest on the floor. We don't want to be all uncomfortable. So just let your head rest. And breathe as you pull in that left knee in towards your chest. The right knee is pulling away from you. I really feel it on the outside of my right hip here, as should you. And if you want a little bit more, you can flex both of the feet here. And I invite you to close your eyes and imagine yourself on vacation somewhere, on a corona-free cruise, wherever you'd like to vacation to, just taking your mind temporarily away from the sensation and creating that joy, creating the happiness and peace we want in our lives. Hug that left knee in a little tighter, pull the right knee away from you a little bit more. Commit to the time that we're holding this for. Try your best. Feeling thankful for all of the blessings that we have in our life already. Even during this crazy time, we still have each other, we still have ourselves, our family, and most importantly, our health. Take 3 more breaths. 3 quality breaths. Really feel the chest and the abdomen expand. Hug that left knee in. Pull that right knee away from you. Last deep breath in. Deep breath out. Everything in and out of the nose. And release. Go ahead and uncross here. Hug both knees in towards your chest. And when you're ready, we'll try it on the other side. Left ankle over the right knee. Make sure that it's dangling and not too close. So left ankle over the right knee. Now the left hand is going to go between the legs here to grab either that right knee or behind the right thigh. Let your head rest on the floor. Try to keep it down. Feel what you feel. Accept it. Breathe it in, and with the exhale, just let it go. As we hug that right knee in, the left knee pulls away from us this time. And again, you can flex both of the feet if you want to feel a little bit more here. More is not necessarily better. It's just an option. It's not better or worse. It's just what feels right in your body in this moment. So again, compare one side to the other of how you're feeling here with your hips. Keep taking those slow, deep inhales and exhales. Hug that right knee in, left knee pulls away from you. This is a great one to do in bed too, every day. A little bit every day. Let's take 3 more quality breaths. Hugging that knee in a little closer. Pulling the left knee farther away. Take another deep breath in, deep breath out. And release, hug both knees back in towards the chest. Feels so good. And we're going to start to cool down. Let's come into a side twist. Spread your arms wide like a T, palms down on the floor. And let your knees fall over to the right as we look over to the left ear towards that left shoulder. And breathe here. Breathing deep into that twist. Visualize yourself wringing yourself out like a wet towel here, getting rid of any toxins, letting go of what no longer serves you. Finding ease in the body. You can take your left hand overhead and just relax that shoulder and bring your right hand on top of your knees if that feels good. Just feel the opposition of the twist as your knees go over to the right and we're looking over to the left. Both shoulder blades stay on the floor. And close your eyes. You deserve this time for yourself. Your body will thank you. You deserve to feel good. You deserve time to do nothing. But we're really not just doing nothing, we're doing a whole lot for our body. But you get the point. The body needs time to heal. We need time to shut down from all of the news and social media. Stay informed, but don't overwhelm yourself. Prioritize the things that really mean something to you here. Take 3 more quality breaths on this side. Deep breaths in and out of the nose. Take 1 more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And return the knees back to center. Hug them in towards your chest. Wrap the arms around. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. And find the twist on the other side. Arms out again, palms down. My knees fall over to the left as I look over to the right this time. And try smiling. It makes a difference. And again, you can reach the right arm overhead and just let the shoulder relax. You could take your left hand on top of your knees if you'd like to, or you could keep the arms out, whatever feels better. Comparing and just noticing how this side feels with the twist.